Well, hello everyone and welcome back to Shelley's Kitchen. Today we're actually going to make a very simple vegetable dish that a lot of people might not think about making. And as I shared with you with cabbage, a lot of times our vegetables are things that we boil, and when we do so, we take out many of the nutrients. So today I'm going to show you how to steam cauliflower, and then I'm going to add a twist to how I prepare it and some of the things that I add to it. So let's go ahead and get started. What I've done here is I've actually set up, and it's actually already started boiling, my water, and I have it in my steamer. So my 2-pot steamer, water's going down there. And what I'm going to do is I've actually cut up my cauliflower as so, and I'm going to go on and put it in the steamer. And so you may be asking me the question, well, how long do we keep it in here? This is going to be based upon how tender you like your cauliflower. My husband really kind of likes his a little firm, so I actually don't cook it long, very, very, very long. But you are going to want to kind of base the time on the texture that you prefer. So while this is steaming, let me tell you a little bit about cauliflower. First of all, it is one of those vegetables that you could almost eat an endless supply. I remember when we were on this kind of exercise kick and we were just trying to find some really good things that we could eat that would be filling, yet at the same time not a lot of calories, and many of us are trying to watch our sugar, we're trying to watch our carbohydrates. So this is just an absolutely awesome vegetable dish. Now the way we usually eat it is just steamed, and I'm going to show you a couple little things that I do differently. There are a couple of recipes that I've seen where you can actually take what I'm doing, steam it, get it really soft, and then use your potato masher and add cream or butter or something else, and that becomes like a type of mashed potato. I actually have tried that. I don't like that actually as much as I like having it steamed the way it is. So it's steaming away. What I can tell you also about cauliflower that makes it such a great thing to eat is that we all, of course, need to get our various vitamins throughout the day. And cauliflower actually has, a serving of cauliflower has about 77% of the recommended daily allowance of vitamin C. And many of us probably did not know that. It also has phosphorus, and it also has fiber. So you're talking about a great vegetable that you can make, and it's very quick, very simple. Again, I'm kind of taking a look at it, and it's doing pretty well. So what I would recommend is that you season it again to your liking. I just usually put a little bit of sea salt on it and a little bit of pepper, and it's good to go in terms of spices. Again, I'm going to kind of let this cook a little longer. Two things that I add to my cauliflower that I would call my secret sauce. Now, probably you're not surprised that I use butter. We've had long discussions. Almost everything I cook, it seems, has some butter. But I use it in, moderation. So we are going to use some butter. But my secret sauce to this recipe is heavy whipping cream. So I usually actually pour about a tablespoon of heavy whipping cream, and I'm going to show you how it turns out here in a second. So let's go on and go back to our cauliflower. I'm actually going to just take out a fork here and check out the tenderness of it. And again, it's still a little bit, it's working here pretty well. And as I said, you don't want it to cook too long because we're going to actually cook it in another way here shortly. So I would say this is just about kind of the tenderness that we want. So what I'm going to do, here's a little secret part, and I want you to be very, very careful. I have an extra pot. I usually would do this over the sink, but I'm actually now going to keep the heat where it is, which is on medium. I'm going to take this out, and I'm going to take the boiling water, and I'm going to pour it. Again, I normally would do this in the sink, but I'm just going to pour the boiling water in another pot so I can make room. And I'm going to take the cauliflower and pour it in the bottom container, okay, like so. Then we're going to get this out of the way. And then what I'm going to do now to this is I'm going to add the butter. This is where you would also put your seasoning. So I'm probably going to add, I'm going to say about 3 little cuts, which is probably about a teaspoon apiece. And then, as I mentioned, I know I told you I don't really do the measuring cup thing or the spoon. I'm going to say about a tablespoon. You're just trying to get the bottom really kind of just wet, right? So I just pour the little whipping cream on there. And then I take it and then I shake it around. And again, you can add, once this is done, you can add your salt and pepper to it at that time. And so I basically just let it sit now until the whipping cream and the butter have had an opportunity to kind of meld with the cauliflower. So we're so used to boiling the cauliflower in water, again, stripping away the nutrients. Here we're able to keep it intact, just to add a little bit of whipping cream, just adds a nice little creaminess to it, and some butter. And again, I just kind of do it like this and stir it around. Again, the amount of time you're going to leave it in, you're going to watch the bottom, make sure all of the fluids have actually dried up and cooked. And again, you have to keep an eye on it. It's not something you can just kind of walk away from, because you want to make sure that it's completely ready. And that, my friends, is our cauliflower made in a very healthy way. Gives you 77% of your vitamin C recommendations for the year, for the day. I'm sorry about that. So there you go. Thank you for joining us this week, and we look forward to seeing you again next time. Bye-bye.